A warm greetings to all. In this session, I am going to share some basic details behind the nanotechnology. We are all familiar with the term nano. What is nanoscience? It is the science of tiny things. It is the study of atoms, molecules, and objects whose size is on the nanometer scale. Yes, in between 1 and 100 nanometers. The word nano is derived from the Greek word nano. It means dwarf. It draws its name from the prefix nano. The prefix is used to describe 1/1000th of something. Nano is a part of science that studies small stuff. It's not biology, physics, or chemistry. It puts all the sciences together. Yes, it's all sciences that work with the very small objects. Can you guess who is he? Yes, he is the famous physicist Richard Feynman. On December 29, 1959, he suggested that it should be possible to make missiles at a nanoscale and arrange the atoms whatever the way we want. Moreover, the devices and materials could be fabricated to atomic specifications. Here is the proverb devised by him: "There's plenty of room at the bottom." It is an invitation to enter a new field of physics in the world. Low dimensional system. It is also referred to as a confined system. In any quantum system, the carriers can able to free move either in 2, 1 or 0 dimensional space. The first case, in these systems, the particles are confined in only one direction and are able to move in 2 directions. Example, quantum well. Such a space is referred to as 2-dimensional space. The second case, here in these systems, the particles are confined in 2 directions and are able to free to move in only one direction. This type of space is referred to as 1-dimensional space. Example, quantum wire. The third case is that here the particles are confined in all the 3 directions and can't move freely in any spatial direction. Such a space is referred to as 0-dimensional space. Example, quantum dot. So here is the dimensional variations of the system. The bulk material, yes, the 3-dimensional space. We'll move on to the 2-dimensional one. So it takes the structure of quantum well, then it moves the next dimensional space, 1-dimensional. Here it takes the quantum wire form, then finally it goes to the 0-dimensional space and it takes the quantum dot structure. So here we predict that if the bulk material is made thinner and thinner, it will move on to the 0-dimensional particle. What is nanotechnology? The term was coined by the scientist Norio Taniguchi in the year 1974. It is a field of research and innovation concerned with the building of new things. It may be materials, devices, and systems with the particles of nanometer scale and exploits the variety of material with novel properties. We know that nanometer is 1/1000th of a meter. Yes, the 10 times the diameter of a hydrogen atom or the diameter of a human hair is on an average 80,000 nanometer. Why we move on to this technology? Because of its peculiar and interesting properties. It improves on existing industrial processes, materials and applications by scaling them down to the nanoscale. It exploits the unique quantum and surface phenomena. The materials can effectively be made more stronger, lighter, more durable, more reactive, as well as better electrical conductors, among many other traits. The trend is driven by the companies to improve the existing products by creating smaller components and better performance materials at low cost. For example, our smartphone, smartwatch, tablet, etc. all are them containing billions of transistors in a single computer chip, like the size of our fingernail. So the combination of lightweight and conductivity makes them ideal for applications such as electromagnetic shielding and thermal management. Here are the properties behind the nanotechnology. The properties of the materials are size dependent in that range. If we reduce the size of the particles, its surface area gets increased. So the increased surface area leads to faster dissolution. The properties of the material at the nanoscale differ from the bulk one mainly because of two reasons. The first one is that it have a relatively large surface area when compared to the same mass of material produced in the larger form. This can make the materials more chemically reactive and affect their strength and chemical properties. The second reason is that quantum effect, and this quantum effect dominates the behavior of the materials at the nanoscale, particularly at the lowest end. Here are some applications behind the nanotechnology: energy, cosmetics, nanobiotechnology, optical engineering, defense and security, bioengineering, medicine and drugs, defense application, nanofabrics, etc. Nanoparticles. So we can say that 1 nanometer is nearly the combination of 3 to some 5 atoms wide. In order to make such nanoparticles, we can mainly approach two methods. The first one is top-down method and the second one is bottom-up method. Top-down approach is nothing but making the particles from bulk form to the lowest one. In other ways, bottom-up approach leads in order to make the particles from its lowest range. Atoms or molecules are combined to produce the nuclei. With the help of that nuclei, the particles are formed in the nanosize range. Different techniques are available to prepare nanoparticles. Top-down approach methods includes chemical etching, laser ablation, ball milling, sputtering, electrode deposition, etc. Bottom-up approach includes chemical vapor deposition, Sol-Gel process, spray pyrolysis, atomic or molecular condensation, aerosol process. Apart from this, green synthesis of nanoparticles also utilizes this bottom-up approach. Why we move on to the nanoparticles? Because of its interesting properties such as chemical property and optical behavior gets changed as compared to that of the bulk one. For example, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide become transparent at the nanoscale, and it finds many applications in sunscreens because it absorbs as well as reflects UV. Moreover, it having wide range of potential applications. In short-term applications such as cosmetics, it includes cosmetics, textiles and paints. Whereas in long-term applications such as drug delivery, where they could be able to use deliver drugs to the specific site into our body. With this, I conclude. I hope all of you understand what I said. Thank you.